many small towns, there's often a facet of the community that emphasizes its identity. And for one Missoula County community, it's the fire station. But Missoula Rural Fire will soon close the station's doors for good. And that's a decision that has this small town feeling they've suffered a big loss. MTN's Megan Mannering takes us to Piltzville.
Welcome to Piltzville, Montana.
About a mile east of Milltown.
Sandwiched between Bonner Mountain and the railroad tracks.
We like it out here, you know, other than the trains, it's nice and quiet.
Population 395.
We have some long-term residents that live here, retired.
You've probably driven right past Piltzville 100 times before. Perhaps the only reason you've never noticed is because there's only one sign in town that says Piltzville. It's written across Station 4 of Missoula Rural Fire.
That's the only sign that acknowledges this as being Piltzville.
But the future of this Piltzville landmark doesn't look promising.
We've recognized infrastructure needs throughout our entire fire district. The main one that came up on our radar was our Piltzville station.
So it's time to move on. Replacing the Piltzville Fire Station is a new facility right up the road, bigger, newer, and more capable of responding to the ever-growing emergency calls of this area. Missoula Rural Fire sees opportunity in this new station. Residents of Piltzville can't see past the focal point they'll soon lose.
We realize that there's no zoning out here and that these guys have the ability to sell this place and it could go to anybody.
We are bound by state statute as far as how we have to go about the sale, and that is a public auction, believe it or not. And at that public auction, it has to sell for 100% of the appraised value.
An appraised value of $510,000, with 100% of the proceeds offsetting the cost of the new fire station in Bonner.
We have no means, no vehicle, no statute that allows us to pick and choose, who that next buyer is.
I think the loss comes from the fact that's associated with the uncertainty of what happens. You know, when you have a feature of your community that's over 50 years old, and then it's going on to the market and not knowing, what its future use might be, is a little disconcerting.
This sign won't say Piltzville much longer. What it says next, well, that's up to the highest bidder.
We just don't want something going in here that's going to be noisy and unattractive and I don't know, again, not in keeping with the character of a small community like this.
In Piltzville, Megan Mannering, MTN News.